Good afternoon, my fellow friends YouTubers. This is Kurt, and welcome back to the Kurt's Place channel here on the YouTube. Well, guys, I have another Bartop arcade machine video bringing out. This is a Bartop arcade machine I just finished building in my workshop 3 days ago. This is my Red Rocket Bartop arcade machine, and I'm going to actually show you what this machine looks like in this video. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you the control panel and things, and also the features and things in the back. And then we'll actually lift the control panel out so I can show you what it looks like on the inside. Now, I want to mention, if you want to go click the subscribe button, feel free to do so. That way you can keep up with all my current videos when you're watching a video. If you click that little bell icon, whenever I have a new video coming out, you'll know about it as well. Don't forget to smash the like button, and if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Now, I also want to mention, too, by the way, when a video is playing now, on the right-hand top of the screen, when you're watching a video, there's a little icon. If you click on that little icon, that's going to open up links to other videos. I try to put 5 links on every video that I make now so you can look at other videos. If you want to check out one of the other videos, just click on the little icon, and then when you see a video and watch, just click on the video, and it will take you right to the video that I have. I'm going to have things in that, there's going to be things such as, dash cam videos, video game arcade reviews, and other things that I have on my channel that you're going to find in those links as well. So let's go ahead and check out the control panel and everything here first, and then I'll go ahead and I'll show you the back and everything as well. Now, this actual arcade machine took me from beginning to end. This Bartop arcade machine took me almost a month to build this from the beginning to the end. Now, it actually features, you're going to see the actual monitor and everything here. It actually features a 19-inch Insignia LED monitor. Okay, that's actually what's used for the monitor. And then when I go down to the control panel, this has all the features that a lot of my other Bartop arcade machines use as well. And also, I wanted to mention that these are the same controls that I use in my main arcade machines as well that I built down in my base room arcade. So these are very, very well proven and tested arcade buttons and things that I've never had any problems with. And that's one of the reasons I use them in this Bartop arcade machine that you're seeing in front of you. Now, what I'm going to talk about first is I'm going to talk about the actual buttons here, what the actual functions of the buttons is. Now, this is a one-player start button. This actually starts the game up. This is a button that actually has a credit on, and then this button here is actually your test button. And then you have 3 fire action buttons. This particular board, I'm using an iCade61, supports 3 fire buttons. So there's button 1, button 2, and button 3. Now, it also features something new in this cabinet I have is I'm actually using what's called a red, this is an LS32 joystick, just like I have in my other arcade machines, but this one actually has a clear red ball top on it, and I really love the way it look that gives me. Now, the actual trackball that I'm using, this is actually this is a 3-inch Suzo-Hap trackball, actually, that I went ahead and I put in this machine. I've been very happy with the Suzo-Hap trackballs, and that's one of the reasons why I'm glad I used it in this machine. Now, also, another really neat thing is, I actually got a ball top that was actually red to fit in with the Red Rocket theme of this Bartop machine. And then you're going to see on the bottom here, it has the handle and everything too, just so I can lift the machine up when I have to move it. And you're going to notice too that the profile and everything as well, the Pro is very similar to the other Bartop arcade machines I made. Now, it also features I also have 1/4-inch glass on this as well. All my Bartop arcade machine bezels are made out of glass. This is 1/4-inch glass in here that actually covers the front of this. And I actually had this made locally. This was actually cut at a glass shop in Rockville where I live called River Glass Designs in Rockville, Maryland, and actually cut this glass for me. And they've cut all the glass for all my Bartop arcade machines. This machine is designed, this is basically a commercial grade machine. This machine is designed to take a beating, and believe me, I have certainly tested these machines to the fullest down in my game room. Now, you're also going to notice too that all the bolts and everything too that it has, these are all stainless steel bolts, just like I have on my arcade machines as well. Everything that has stainless steel bolts, and also you're going to see when I flip this over that the control panel and everything that I actually have and everything was also is also reinforced and everything underneath as well. All right, so let's go and check out the back of the machine. Now, in the back of the machine, you're going to notice, too, that I have 2 speakers left and right. I actually use pinball speakers left and right on the cabinet. There's one on the left side and there's one on the right side. And when we come around to the back. Now, one of the really cool things about this machine is, one of the things I use in here is, I found that I use this LaPi 2-channel amplifier. I found that this really works well for getting the sound and everything to the speakers. It's also nice too because you can see it has a lot of adjustments and things, so I can get the sound exactly where I need it, using my Bartop arcade machines. And what it does is, it actually has a, there's actually an input cable coming in here. This is actually coming in from the 60-in-1 Bartop arcade machine board that I'm actually using. This is using a 60-in-1 iCade board to actually power this, and I've been very happy with that. And you're going to see I have a handle on top for being able to lift it up, and then I also have down here, I have my power strip and everything down here. Everything's hooked into the power strip down here. And then down here, I also have my my power supply right here that's actually used to actually run the iCade game board. This is actually my power supply actually that runs the iCade game board. So you can see it's pretty clean in the back there. Try to keep everything nice and clean. So let's go ahead and check out the front now. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll lift the control panel out, and I'll show you what the control panel and everything looks like as well. Now let me go ahead and put the camera here back on the tripod so I can actually show you how the control panel actually lifts out. And I wanted to mention, by the way, too, that I want to thank everybody, by the way, for all their support and everything they've given me on the channel. It's been wonderful, all the support and everything I've gotten for all my videos and things, too, guys, and I can't thank you enough for that. Remember, I wouldn't have this channel if it wasn't for all the viewers and things that watch my channel, too, that make this possible. Now, one of the things about my Bartop arcade machines that makes them unique is the fact that I can lift the control panels out on my Bartop arcade machines. And the way I do that is I just lift the joystick up, and then I can actually, just lifting this up, the control panel actually lifts right out. And what that does is it allows you access to the bottom of the control panel. Now, we'll actually go ahead now and we'll check out the control panel here. I'll show you some of the fittings and things that are in the control panel as well. Okay, so what we'll do is let me go and show you the control panel first, and then I'll actually go ahead and show you what the game board and everything looks like as well. Now, this is actually the control panel, underside of my control panel. Like I said, I have stainless steel bolts that hold everything together. This is a Suzo Hat 3-inch trackball. Now, this is also the LS32 joystick that I was able to wire in and everything to wired in very, very well, and everything works really well with this. All my arcade machines use LS32 joysticks, guys. I gotta tell you, it's fantastic. Now, this is actually set in 8-way mode, but you can set this in 2-way mode, and you can also set it in 4-way mode. This is the 4-way mode, and then this is the 2-way mode, and I have it set in 8-way mode. So you can use it for games like Galaga, and you can also use it for games like Pac-Man, depending on how you want to set it. I like the 8-way game mode because a lot of the games I use do have 8-way control. Now, the actual control buttons I actually have, these are the actual fire buttons. Now, all my arcade machines that I have use X-Arcade, all the buttons in here, that the main fire buttons, the 1, 2, 3, and fire buttons, these are all X-Arcade buttons along with X-Arcade switches. Now, the other side actually has the one-player buttons, also X-Arcade, but the other ones are actually, these were actually HAP switches that I actually used for these, and they worked really, really well. I use Suzo HAPs and micro switches for these, for the credit button and also for the service button. And then as we go over here to the game board, this is the actual game board itself. Now this is the iCade 60-in-1 game board I'm actually using to run this here, and you're going to see on the inside here that I'm using basically a JAMA harness that's actually inside here, and then this is actually the power supply and everything here. These are the wires that actually go to the power supply, and then this is the actual harness. Now, all the wires and everything on the inside here are labeled and everything, so I know where everything goes. And that's one of the things when you use this that you have to be careful of. You have to make sure that you know where everything goes. Now, you're going to notice I'm not using a 2-player button, so I just tied these off. And you're going to see it makes a really clean operation when you do that too. Now, on this particular game board too, another thing too that's really cool too is it actually has an input for the people ask me, how do you plug a trackball joystick? How do you plug the trackball into the iCade 60-in-1? Well, there's actually a port right here. What you do is you actually get an iCade. There's actually a converter cable. It actually goes from here into the Suzo Hat, but it's actually designed for the iCade. You can actually go on eBay and just look up iCade 60-in-1 trackball connector, and you can actually order this. And this is how you actually connect it to the iCade board. So you can see it makes a really, really nice setup. What I'll do is let me go and put this back in the tripod, and I'll actually show you just a little bit of gameplay too, and also show you how you select the game as well. Now, I've also had some other people ask me, what am I currently doing right now? What's currently going on right now in the editing room? Well, right now in the editing room, there's a lot of videos and things I'm working on right now. I have some Las Vegas videos I'm working on. I also have some other arcade game review videos as well. All right, so let me go ahead and put a credit in here, and I'll just show you just a little bit of gameplay on this. And I found that the iCade board, I've been very happy with the iCade board. It's done very well for me. All right, so we're going to put the control panel back in here. And you're going to see that the IK, that you're going to see the control panel just goes on both sides, and it basically just locks in place. All right, right in place there. It's a pretty tight fit. So I have to get it in just right when I put it in, because it is a pretty tight fit in here. It does fit in here pretty snugly. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and show you how you put a credit on here. And the way you put a credit here is you just hit this button here. And that actually brings up the menu. And then when you want to play a game, you just pick the game that you want to play. Now, the iCade 60-in-1, I'm actually using, currently right now, I think I have 55 games I'm actually using. There's a couple games in here that are like Fast Speed and Slow Speed Miss Pac-Man. I use the Fast Speed Miss Pac-Man and Galaga and stuff, so I actually get about 55 games out of this. But like if I want to play Miss Pac-Man, I just hit the one-player start button. Now I actually picked a different game. This is actually Donkey Kong 3, but this will give you an idea how it actually works. So this is the actual button here, actually that controls the firing. And the really neat thing is because this has stereo sound, because it's with the stereo amplifier and everything too, it really fills a room with sound. So you can see it's pretty cool how that works. Now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and let this person die, and then I'll show you how the trackball works as well. So this is how the joystick games work, and they work pretty well. Now this is Donkey Kong 3, but keep in mind that this board also has trackball games as well. Now what I'll do is I'll just go through the game list and just show you the games that I currently have set up on mine right now. Okay. Now keep in mind also, you can set this game board up to run. You can also set this game board up to run on free play if you want. I prefer to have credits because I like to have it cycling. I don't want to have to listen to the music all the time, so I prefer to have it where you can use coin op. Okay, so this is your actual game menu here, and as soon as you put a coin in, these are your actual games here. Now you got Miss Pac-Man. Now remember, it's Miss Pac-Man Fast Speed, Galaga Fast Speed. We have Frogger, Donkey Kong Jr., Donkey Kong 3, and then we go to the next menu. Get Galaxian, Dig Dug, Crush Roller, Mr. Do, Space Invaders, Pac-Man, Galaga 3, Gyrus, Tank Battalion, 1942, Ladybug, Burger Time, Mappy, Centipede, Millipede, Junior Pac-Man, Pango, Phoenix, Time Pilot, Super Cobra, Hustler, Super Space Panic, Super Breakout, New Rally X, Arkanoid, Kicks, Juno First, Xevious, Mr. Deuce Castle, Moon Cresta, Pinball Action, Scramble, Super Pac-Man, Bomb Jack, Shylin's Road, King and Balloon, 1943, Van Car, Pac-Man Plus, that's also Fast Speed, Dig Dug 2, Amadar, Zaxxon, Pooyan, Pleads, Gunsmoke, The End, 1943, Congo Bongo, and then Jumping Jack. And that's actually the total game menu, the total game menu that it has. Now, somebody was asking me, how does the trackball work? I gotta tell you, the trackball works beautifully on this. I actually have it set up, and I'll just show you a little bit of Millipede just to show you how well the trackball actually works. And you're gonna see that when you use the Suzo hat trackball, the play and everything on this, the play on this is absolutely silky smooth. I didn't have any problems. Now, keep in mind that with this trackball setup, I am using the fast speed setting on this game board as well. In Pac-Man and Centipede and Millipede, you can adjust the trackball speed from the dit switch settings, and I am using the fast setting. But you can see that it works very, very well, and the response and everything, it works very, very well and responds beautifully. So you can see that does a pretty good job. So that's how the trackball and everything works as well. Now, what it does, what the machine will do is when I'm not actually playing a game, okay, when I die, what it'll do is it'll go back to the attract mode. Now, as long as I don't have a credit in, what it'll do is it'll just cycle through the games and then it'll go ahead and it'll give you an actual description of each of the games. Now, one thing I'm going to show you too before I finish up this video, I just want to show you what the book and everything looks like that actually comes with the arcade board. Let me go ahead and grab that for you too. Now, this is the actual book that actually comes with the arcade. You're going to have a book. Now, I actually made copies, but you're going to have a book. The book that comes with the arcade will be very similar to this. Now, this was actually provided by JammerBoards.com, but what you're going to have is you're going to have a thing on here such it's going to show you how to do the wire hookups to the JAMA harness and things like that. If you've never done that before, this will help you out. There's also videos on YouTube that'll show you how to do a wiring hookup to a JAMA as well. And then all your game list is going to be here. You're going to have all your games and everything listed here. And then what you're going to have in that book, you're also going to have a list of dip switch settings. And these are actually the dip switch settings. Now, I'm going to have a separate video to show you how you actually set dip switch settings in here as well. But you're going to see now, this is all your dip switch settings, such as Pac-Man. You can set the speed, whether you want it normal or fast, the number of lives. All the dip switch settings on the games can be adjusted by using the test button on this machine. Now, I'm going to have a separate video on that showing you how to actually set dip switches on the 60-in-1 arcade board as well. All right, guys, so there you go. So I wanted to also mention, by the way, if you want to show your support for the Kurt's Place channel, there is merchandise available. There's a link to the Kurt's Place channel in the video description down below. You can find things such as hats, mugs, and keychains. And I've also added some new shirts and everything as well. You can go to the Kurt's Place channel store by looking at the video description down below. And as always, guys, I want to thank you, by the way, once again for tuning in to the Kurt's Place channel, checking out my my brand new, just completed Red Rocket Bartop arcade machine. Alright, guys, as always, thanks again for watching. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.